a possible bump in the polls going. What does she need to do tonight to really capture that? I want to bring on someone who is intimately familiar with presidential candidates and how you do this sort of a thing. I've got with me Bernard Whitman. He is the author of 52 Reasons to Vote for Hillary. Guessing you're a Hillary fan?
Yes, very much so.
Gotcha. What does she have to do tonight? Because she's got a long speech. She's got to capture it. Chelsea's coming first. What does she have to do?
I think she has to do three fundamental things. I think number one, she has to draw a stark contrast between the optimistic, forward-looking, inclusive, strength through diversity attitude that the Democrats have shown not only over these 3 days, but over 30, 40, 50 years, and contrast that with the negative, divisive, pulling people apart, building walls, not bridges of the Republican Party. That's the first thing she needs to do, fair and square. The second thing she needs to do is be real. She needs to be authentic. She needs to recognize that, honestly, there are a lot of people out there that don't really like her. There are a lot of people out there that don't trust her. There may be a lot of people out there that disagree with some of the things that she actually stands for. But at the end of the day, with the stakes in this election being so high, there is no better choice for president to lead both America and the world into the next chapter of the 21st century than Hillary Clinton. I think she can acknowledge mistakes, but acknowledge that the risks of electing Donald Trump are too great. And then there's a third thing that she needs to do, which is she needs to be real. She needs to be authentic. She needs to speak in terms of the values that have made her who she is from the very, very beginning. Things like opportunity, fighting for equal rights for all Americans, fighting for children, fighting for women, persevering, continue to go on, never ever quitting, fighting for fairness. I mean, I think these are things that you've heard come up time and again in the last 3 days. She needs to punctuate that tonight.
And last question here with regard to independents, like our first guest. What does she have to do to capture the independent vote? This is low-hanging fruit at the DNC. Trump is dangerous. He's running his mouth. And the negativity at the RNC, which even Republicans will admit, was huge. She's talking about inclusiveness, diversity, and she's talking about positivity. How does she capture the independent vote? Anything specific to do that?
I think specifically she needs to reach out to the independents and she needs to say, you know what, like Michael Bloomberg said last night, you may not agree with everything that I stand for, but at the end of the day, the choice here is very, very clear. You have someone who wants to tear America down, really rip at the moral fiber of America, and you have someone who wants to bring America together. And I think that though you may not agree with everything she has to say, I think there's a huge message in here for moderate Republicans, conservative-leaning independents, who may actually not like Hillary Clinton very much, but have fundamental concerns about voting for Donald Trump. And I think she has to say to them tonight, you know what? I hear you, I understand, but I can bring America together and move us forward in the 21st century. That is not a risk that you can take with Donald Trump.
Yeah, there's no question that his conservatism isn't speaking to a lot of independents, and it's about going down that centrist path and getting that for the Democrats. All right, thank you very much, Bernard Whitman, author of 52 Reasons to Vote for Hillary Clinton.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right, everybody, that's all we've got in the fish tank. Back to you in the news studio.